Yo, what's up guys? Hello and welcome back to another video. Now, you may have seen this video I made last week, and that was basically about my whole situation and my struggles with different kinds of drugs and a little bit about my family life in the past and whatnot and stuff like that. But the gist of the video basically comes down to the fact that I was smoking weed very often. So anyway, here I am. A few of you may be wondering whether or not I'm still going strong, if I'm still keeping it clean. And you'll be happy to know that I am. I'm now officially 7 days. This is I think 7 days was yesterday, or this is the 7th day around that time. But yeah, so we're still going strong, but I wanted to make this video to give a little bit of an update, talk about the situation and how I've been feeling, how I've been filling my time instead of doing stuff like smoking constantly, how I'm dealing with the withdrawals, and the different side effects that you can expect if you want to do the same thing and quit smoking yourself. Now, I was smoking a lot of the devil's lettuce, to be honest, like every single day from probably about lunchtime till about midnight every day. So I was very much engrossed in it pretty heavily, to be honest with you. And in my mind, I think the mental side of it is the most difficult bit, and also trying to find something to fill your time. But one thing that I didn't expect to be so intense, and to be honest, I've smoked before and quit before, but this is probably my longest stint where I've actually continued smoking. So the withdrawals were the worst this time, and the side effects are still going to this day. So I'm hoping that they're going to be over soon. I'm not going to make this video too long. I'm going to quickly brush over some of the things and then talk about what I'm doing to stay clean and how I'm keeping myself on the straight and narrow. But the main thing is, right, so how do you fill your time? Like, the best thing to do when you're trying to quit something like this is to not substitute it with something else. Like, a lot of people will quit smoking and start drinking. For me, I've never really been a drinker. Like, my mum was a serious alcoholic, my dad was a serious drug addict. Thankfully, my mum's all right now. I don't speak to my dad at all since he abandoned me when I was like 15, left me in a house of drug dealers. But that is a crazy story for another video. But we're going to talk about the withdrawals from the weed. And the first day is like, I was waking up, like, the sleeping is the hardest thing, because anyone that smokes weed consistently will tell you that they use it to get to sleep, they use it to chill out and relax in the evenings. And I was very much in that camp as well. Now, to find yourself in a position where you can actually get to sleep after quitting something like this, especially on that first night, I started by doing like a lot of exercise, a lot of extra skateboarding, just doing some things that I knew would get me physically tired. But the physical tiredness isn't really like the main thing. It's all in the head. When you're sitting there and you would normally smoke before bed, not doing that becomes an issue. You lay in bed for hours and just sit there and just think about stuff, and you crave it. You do. Like, people can say that weed's not addicting, but to me, it certainly was. And it was more of a mental, like, habitual thing. Then, for example, if someone was quitting a more hard drug like heroin or something like that, with that you get like you can like literally kill yourself if you go cold turkey off that, because your body can withdraw from it so hard. But this isn't that intense. But the main thing was the sleeping, right? So when you do eventually get to sleep, oh my god, man, the nightmares you get are crazy. Like, they're not so much like real tragic nightmares, like waking up screaming or whatever like that. They're more like really intense lucid dreams. And I've been waking up like 7-8 times a night. It feels like every half an hour. And you can probably tell, like, my eyes, I am seriously tired, because I have not been sleeping well at all. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to go and start smoking again to try and stop this, because I think I'm over the hump now. But this definitely still happening. Last night was not as bad as the night before, and that was not as bad as the night before that. So it is getting better, which is always a good sign to see. But yeah, the lucid dreams are crazy. Like, I have like, now my dreams aren't super scary. Like, for example, some of the weird stuff, like I get mad anxiety about like traveling and stuff like that. So for example, a nightmare for me would be booking a skate trip and then getting to the airport without my passport, and then I'll wake up like, or like, another one would be like, I would dream that I smoked again, or like dreamed that I did another drug or relapsed or whatever, and then you wake up and you're like, oh my god, why did I do that? And then you realize it was a dream, and then you kind of get like a more relaxing sensation. Then you go to sleep and you have another nightmare. Like, I was waking up and having probably like 7 or 8 nightmares. I was literally living through a season worth of TV show every single night. So yeah, I think that is the most intense part of giving it up. Like, I had one dream where Holly, my girlfriend, brought home a lion and the lion sat on my lap and I literally could not get up. Like, this is more of a comical one, but it was one of them ones, you know, like when you get paralyzed in a dream, for example, you're trying to run away and you can't run away, your legs don't work. You know the ones. I'm sure you've had one before. But yeah, that was one of the ones where I had a lion sitting on me and I couldn't get up, and it was scratching at me slowly, like peeling my skin off. Like, it was crazy weird, right? But they're the only ones that I can really remember. But I always remember waking up stressed, and I have like mad shoulder pains from where I've not been sleeping properly. So it can get a bit crazy. So if you're going to quit yourself, expect that, because I've spoken to a few people that have quit, and when I did a live stream the other night, a bunch of people were saying that they've experienced the same thing when they were quitting. There is some science behind it, which I'm not going to go into now because I'm no scientist, but I would recommend researching it if you haven't already. Now, outside of that, I haven't had too many negative side effects. Like, you do get like sweats in the night and stuff like that, but the main issues are when you're sleeping. Like, that is the hardest part for me. I've not taken any other like pharmaceutical things to help me deal with the sleeping, because I feel like if you just start substituting it with something else, then that's just going to become a problem as well. So you'll start to rely on that. So it's best to just wait it out, deal with the nights as and when they come, and hopefully within like 2 weeks or something, that'll stop. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But the things that I've been doing to fill my time, I've just been skating way more. I've been working constantly. Like, I feel if you're going to swap an addiction for one, don't swap it for another drug, alcohol, cigarette, whatever. Swap it for something that benefits your life, like the gym, hard work. Just don't go crazy with it. Don't overwork yourself to the point where your body can't handle it. Just do it to the point where you know you're going to be tired every night, because if you get to bed and you're not tired, then your body just hasn't expended enough energy that day. At least that's my personal opinion on it. So I've just been doing plenty of exercise, plenty of skating. Another thing that's difficult is all of my friends smoke. All of them. I mean, all of them. Holly doesn't though. Holly doesn't smoke, which is obviously a massive benefit. So when I'm at home, I don't ever see it. I'm not around it. And it has been difficult because I didn't first of all tell my friends I was going to quit full time. So they were offering it to me still. And I feel like the strength to say no from someone offering it to you comes from the first time you say it. Just literally say it the first time. Just say no. The first time they ask, just say no straight away. Don't even think about it. Just say no. And then the next time, that no becomes a little bit easier and a little bit easier. If you give up and say yes, you've just broken down your own willpower and proved to yourself that you're not ready to quit. So keep yourself true to your word and just stick to it, man, because trust me, it's well worth it. I'm still not into that point yet where I've started to feel better without it, because like I said, I'm still going through the withdrawals and having the crazy dreams. So I'm going to make another video on like maybe the 2 week or 30-day mark to let you guys know if the dreams have stopped, how I'm dealing with it then, and what you can expect if you're going to do the same thing over that period of time. But yeah, I just thought I would make this video to give you guys a quick update. If you've watched this far, the new escapism boards will be out next week at some point. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.